Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Apparently Apple TV Plus released a new movie with A-list actors called Fountain of Youth, so naturally I watched it. And yes, I say apparently in my intro because, well, I haven't gotten the most single idea that this movie was coming out. I saw there was a trailer for it that released like a few days before the movie released, which was interesting. I didn't really know it was directed by Guy Ritchie, which is a fucking great director. He made one of my favorite movies ever made, like The Gentleman. I really love The Gentleman, and I kind of adore Aladdin, and Sherlock Holmes, of course. But he also made some huge shit, like The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare that came out last year. So the guy is somewhere in the middle for me, and I feel like whenever he made a theatrical movie, I loved those, but whenever he makes a streaming one, I kind of don't like those. And this one, sadly enough, falls in the category of I don't like this one, because I do feel like this movie is just a parody of what it can become. And it's some kind of Indiana Jones story, but what if Indiana Jones was full of himself? And it doesn't really work that well. I mean, John Krasinski plays a fine role. Natalie Portman does something in this role. I don't think she is good at all. I do think she is very passive, very just what's written on the page is what you get. There's no real character in it. There's no real part of her that went into the role, I think. It's really static, and I really didn't like what they were doing with her character, and she was kind of my most hated part of the movie. But we also have this story that doesn't make sense at all. They go from place to place to place to place, and things happen. They get more over the top and more over the top every time and every minute that goes on. And it's really badly paced. It's also just a nonsense story that's going about nothing. And the characters are shit. And the story is incredibly predictable. I guessed everything that was going to happen in the movie in the first 5 minutes. It's that easy. It's nothing really interesting. And it's not an accomplishment of anything. It's just boring to its core. Like, whenever I thought, like, okay, they're going to Egypt now, we're probably in the end of the movie right now, okay, they're doing very interesting stuff now, okay, this does feel like a finale, how long do we have left? Okay, around 45 minutes. Oh god. Yes, this did not really work at all. John Krasinski was interesting. The fight scenes were quite interesting. I have to say, I have to commemorate the fight scenes. Those were kind of nice, especially the one in the library. I really liked what they did in there. The one in the boats was also kind of nice. And everything that happened in Egypt wasn't kind of nice, which is your third act, which is very sad. There's also some things that happen supernaturally in that last act, and I kind of hated the movie for it because it does take away from your last piece of realism that you still had after you did some things to that boat, which was also very interesting. The characters did not make sense in there at all. The characters did not make sense in total, but hey, you know, there's that. But there's this some kind of supernatural thing that happens in the third act, which I really hated for what it was, because that was just not making any sense at all. And it makes me sad that this is a Guy Ritchie movie, because Guy Ritchie, I loved The Gentleman, and I hope that he goes back to making something like that. I know he's going to make Roadhouse 2. I hope that's going to be good. I still have to see Roadhouse. I did not have time for it last year, but I will definitely watch Roadhouse 2 whenever it gets made. And he is making another spy movie or another action movie with Henry Cavill, which is also something I am looking forward to deeply. But you know, I still look forward to every single movie Guy Ritchie is going to make. But for now, the last few have been very, 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 very sad. And this one is no exception. I heard nothing about this movie beforehand, and I do feel like Apple just wanted to get this out there slowly instead of quickly, instead of bigly, and you can definitely see them trying to dampen anything that might have to happen with this movie. Maybe they will silence me for putting out this review. Anything might happen. I haven't seen no one talking about this movie, by the way. No one. Absolutely No one. Which is understandable because it's just not that good. I'm going to give this one 2 stars. I really didn't like it, but I thought the fight scenes were memorable enough and made me enjoy it enough. Alright, what did you think of this movie? Have you seen it? Have you even heard of it? Please let me know in the comments down below because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.